We'll be going to Jefferson County, Colorado. I'll be reading here an article from ABC7. Staunton State Park stabbing incident was an elaborate hoax, and ranger is arrested, sheriff's office says. Hell of a headline. The stabbing of a seasonal park ranger at Staunton State Park on Tuesday was an elaborate hoax, authorities said, and that ranger, who remains in the hospital, was arrested on several charges. The Jefferson County Sheriff's Office announced on Thursday afternoon that it had finalized a warrant for the arrest of Callum Heskett, 26, on several felony and misdemeanor charges. He was arrested on Thursday, but is still in the hospital. During the investigation, authorities noticed inconsistencies in his story and found his online searches regarding abdominal arteries and stab wounds. Quote, "Today, we arrested what we thought to be of the victim in our stabbing from Staunton State Park," Jackie Kelly, public information officer for the sheriff's office, told Denver 7 in a Thursday interview. He was arrested as a suspect after he created an elaborate hoax to involve himself in what turned out to be a self-inflicted wound.
Damn. He actually stabbed himself.
He stabbed himself.
Damn. That sucks. It's like,
that's crazy. Like we covered this apparently happened. We covered a few months ago. Cop in New York shot himself in the leg. Said it was a dark-skinned male. Hilarious. So that's crazy
this
enough.
This dude was in Colorado. So
this guy's dark-skinned male. They would have been like, Jeff?
We've seen him.
He's already in jail.
We have eyes on him at all moments. He can't be possibly stabbed.
Jeff is locked up, so we know he didn't stab
you. That's impossible. We've had eyes on Jeff since he entered the state of Colorado.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fucking, it's like when you want to call into work, so you say somebody stabbed you. And your boss like, send me a doctor's note. He's like, fuck.
I mean, he did stab himself.
Yeah, I mean,
that's crazy.
That's what they do at the end of Scream when they just start stabbing themselves. Be like, no one will ever think it was me. All right.
If a cop stabbing himself, at first I assume that it's like Japanese ritualistic shame ritual.
As you should.
I'm like, all right.
You should. You dishonored
cop
your
engaging
family.
in seppuku.
Yeah, good. Everybody else take note.
But no, he apparently, it's like classic.
In his abdomen?
In his abdomen.
And then he had no. Then I was reading. Were you done reading?
We got a lot left on this article. Yeah, let's keep going. Before he worked with CPW, Heskett was a law enforcement officer with the Lafayette Police Department. This incident began around 9 a.m. Tuesday, when the Jeffcom 911 dispatch communication center received a call to help a Colorado Parks and Wildlife CPW ranger at Staunton State Park. The person who called, another CPW employee, said Heskett had used his radio to contact the employee and reported that he was in a, quote, physical confrontation with a suspect on Old Mill Trail in the park, according to an arrest affidavit for Heskett. The other employee told authorities that he heard Heskett say statements like, "Get back," and "He's fighting me," over the radio. The document reads.
Crowd work. I mean, he's doing object work and just improv.
Yeah, he's on the radio. Pull. He just hit me. Oh, my God. He's gonna F5'd me. He's gonna he just F5'd me. Oh, my God.
Is that where they're on top of the fucking ropes and they just elbow?
Yeah. He's doing the people's elbow on me. Oh, someone stop him.
I'm being strangled.
Bow! It's like Batman caption. Bow! Boom! Bow! Guys, like, sounds pretty bad out there.
Oh my God, what's that backup?
That guy's banging him up and powering him up pretty badly.
He's doing fucking voices. You'll never stop me, copper. No.
I'm gonna go.
You'll never get away from the Colorado State Police. Man, well, say.
He stabbed me, but I'm fighting through it. I'm fighting. Should I run after him? No, just stay there. All right, I'll stay. But I wanted to chase after him, but he's too strong. He's a white guy. He's not dark skinned. He's a white guy. He's so strong.
It was me, socialist man, here to take over Colorado. It's like building a villain. You'll see. There'll be non-binary they thems all over the city. I'll stop you. Not with this stab wound.
He stabbed me. Oh my God, the blood's everywhere. Oh no, it hurts.
A woke bomb and then smoke disappears. I can't describe it. It was a he or she. That's why I can't describe him. It was a non-binary person. I don't know. Stay them. Is that multiple? Is it one? I don't know. It was a them.
All right, let's see. As deputies made their way to the park, they heard on the radio that Heskett had been stabbed in his long, detailed act out. When authorities arrived, they found Heskett kneeling in a grassy area along the service road. A deputy saw that Heskett was holding a 3 to 4 inch pocket knife, which appeared to have been stabbed into his lower left abdomen.
Oh
the
my
affidavit
God,
read.
commitment, bro. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
And he
man.
was kneeling there waiting for it. He truly was in his Batman mode. Like, he might as well had a cape on. He's there waiting for them, kneeling with a stab wound.
It's like he knew which, like the fact, I will say, holy shit, he knew. That's on some John Wick shit, where like John Wick shot. I'm not spoilers, but one of the movies, one of the characters gets shot, but in the perfect space to where they can just bleed out and not die. And it's like this cop knew, if I stab my left ventricle, I'll dodge a vein.
The evil live got me, but if I use my uniform to tie it up and I kneel like this right now,
nothing but non-threatening veins and organs. So that's crazy. I'm like, nigga, I can't fucking. He stabbed himself, bro. I can't fake give myself a paper cut. I could never.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
even like how he.
I can't look at it when someone gives me a shot.
Dude, that's like.
I have to look away. I'm a big boy,
like,
but I have to look away.
You can't even like. They say you can't bite through your own skin.
Yeah.
Shit like that. This dude stabbed himself.
Yeah, I mean, it is impressive.
That's some levels of like Zen masterful. Actually, it could be he's so stupid that he's able to. It's not even numbing your mind.
His brain doesn't have that mechanism.
Like,
He could just do it.
There's nothing there. There's no pain. There's no. My pain is nothing but a sensation of the mind.
Yeah.
And
if I stab myself, everyone will think that I'm so cool that I got stabbed by a 6'5" lib white guy.
That's the thing I think he was just so stupid because he was like, step 1, stab myself. Step 2, I'll figure that out after I do step 1, I guess.
Step 3, bitches. It's always step 3 bitches with these fucking cops, dude.
Literally.
At the scene, Heskett told the responders that he had been traveling up the service road in a CPW Jeep when he saw a man hunched over near a tree, so he stopped to check in on him. He claimed that the man stood up, cursed about the police, charged at him, grabbed his pocket knife, and stabbed him, the affidavit reads. Heskett told deputies he was able to deploy pepper spray, and after that, the man fled into the woods. At some point during the altercation, Heskett said the suspect punched him in the back of his head and took him to the ground, the affidavit read.
Jesus Christ.
Which, that's crazy that this is your made-up story. Like, I'm going to be real, this dude beat my ass.
Yeah.
This dude knows Taekwondo or something. Because I was using my pepper spray, but he was punching me in the back of the head. He stabbed me, pulled out with my own pocket knife, he stabbed me. And then he got away.
Crazy. And then they like set like a manhunt.
Wait, yeah. We're getting there.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. He provided a description of the man to authorities. Heskett was brought to an Air Life helicopter which transported him to a nearby hospital for surgery. The wound was about 1 to 1.5 inches deep, according to the affidavit. That is pretty fucking deep, I would say. It seems like, look, I'm not a knife wound expert, but if I'm stabbing myself, I'll be impressed if I get to 1.5 inches.
Jesus.
At the hospital,
Crazy.
A crime scene analyst collected DNA buccal swabs from Heskett. After
It's
this,
buccal, but okay.
buccal swabs.
Yeah,
Buccal
the
swabs.
girls are getting rid of it, so they won't be able to collect.
Oh, yes. Yeah, from their... Okay.
Actually, some criminals, you might want to start doing buccal fat removal.
Yeah.
That way,
That way you
cover
can stab yourself and get away with it.
and look cute, great doing.
Who would stab this perfectly symmetrical creature? Haskett told authorities he remembered the suspect was wearing a glove, the affidavit says. So let me back up, because that's pretty funny. At the hospital, a crime scene analyst collected DNA buccal swabs from Haskett. After this, he told authorities he remembered the suspect was wearing a glove. So basically, they were like, "Oh wait, we're gonna get DNA evidence from this pocket knife, so we could catch the guy's fingerprints." And he was like, "Oh, he was wearing a glove."
Damn. Damn.
This is his. By the way, they keep saying elaborate hoax. I think they were using the word elaborate pretty
Yeah, you
liberally.
mean his
I mean,
fucking
what is this fucking elaborate about
stab?
stabbing yourself?
Yeah. And then being like, OJ did it.
Exactly.
Fucking like-
He didn't even plan the part where they're gonna test for fingerprints.
That's how step one, stab myself. Step two, OJ.
Exactly. This is a two-step plan at most. Elaborate should not be used at all in the ballpark of this hoax.
This man did not think out a plan. Plan
Yeah.
involves multiple.
Not every hoax has to be elaborate.
Yo, this dude did not get a.
This was a simple hoax. This was a dumbass hoax. That's how this should be described. You forgot about fingerprints?
Nigga was caught red-handed just because he didn't think about the fingerprint.
He had on a glove, one glove.
Damn, dog.
Meanwhile, at the park, the search for the alleged suspect had started, with crews on the ground and in the air. 2 people were temporarily detained and later released. Yeah, 2 fucking white guys, of course.
Just fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Just some bearded dude living in the forest.
Yeah, exactly.
Just fucking off the grid. I was simply.
Who did you vote for?
Yeah.
Look, I'm just out here.
I was just simply boiling my pot of urine to clean my water, and then bam, 4 state troopers slammed me into my plate.
That's how I also look at people from Colorado. White dudes in the woods doing stuff with their pee, all the stuff you don't need to be doing.
I was simply praying to the forest effigy pan, and then boom, 6 state trooper. I don't fucking know what forest guys do. That's some shit I would probably do when I live in the forest.
2 people were temporarily detained and then released after authorities determined they were not connected with the stabbing. Quote, the mobilization of these resources significantly disrupted the involved agency's ability to respond to other calls for service, the affidavit reads. A lookout alert was sent to 8,600 homes in the area. Multiple schools were also put on lockout status, meaning students were kept inside and nobody was allowed to come in. The sheriff's office said later Tuesday that they believed this was a targeted attack.
Dude, that is so insane. I saw the news reports, because there's 2 news reports. One from 4 days ago where they're like, manhunt is on the rise as we look for a man who's suspected of stabbing a police officer. And then the one that came out like 2 days ago that was like, oh, whoopsies, elaborate hoax, gone too far by police. Or like, it's just like, they downplay the most insane behavior by the cops.
Yeah.
This isn't a fucking Scooby-Doo print. I don't know what the fuck. Like, this isn't like, this is, he should be fired.
Exactly.
Like, this is obvious. Like, it's always with cops where there's actual crazy investigation instead of just being like, nigga, I see you.
Yeah.
Instant out of here.
Yeah.
There's always like this buffer between them and getting fired. Ain't no buffer.
And they always investigate themselves. All right, we investigated it, and he was lying. It was a hoax, but we decided he did stab himself. That does suck. We're going to give him paid administrative leave for him to take care of that really brutal, horrible injury he went through.
Teach a 6-week course on how not to stab yourself, and if you do stab yourself.
Exactly.
He's going to teach officers where the best places to fake stab themselves. So we can,
let's see. Investigators reviewed the body-worn camera footage from the deputies at the scene and noted that Heskett did not appear to have any grass or dirt stains on his back, something they found unusual since he had said the suspect tackled him to the ground. He did have a dirt stain on his knee and had been kneeling when authorities first arrived. They also did not notice any wounds to his head. The footage did show him appearing to send texts and possibly taking a photo or video with his phone, the affidavit reads. On Tuesday evening, a CPW investigators told authorities that Heskett had shown him other CPD employees and his parents videos he took on his cell phone that depicted his wound and parts of the helicopter ride to the hospital, the affidavit said. The morning after the incident, deputies went to the hospital to talk with Heskett again. He explained the stabbing incident once more and told him that he took the video of his wound in case it was helpful for the investigation. When asked, he said he took a video inside the helicopter because he had never been in one before. He provided written consent for authorities to search his phone. Basically, he told authorities that he did it for the gram.
Yeah, it's content. Bro, content, dude. I'm bleeding out. It was a vibe. I'm like fucking.
Yeah, it was cool.
Numb on pain pills and fucking on a helicopter. I had to capture the moment, dude.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I've just fucking stabbed myself. I mean, I've just been stabbed by a 6 foot tall white guy.
What if this was my last moments? You know, that's so. They didn't even like. That's nothing. That was just them being petty. And then also you fucking filmed content. Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, none of it adds up. I mean, like,
Loser.
he didn't have any grass stains on his back. He didn't have any wounds to his head. Just like terribly thought out hoax, bro. You got to do better.
Yeah.
Do better at hoaxes, cops.
I think
It's
sometimes they're
pathetic.
not. Yeah, they're like you said. They're not hoaxes. They're just a stupid decision. A hoax isn't a dumb decision. A hoax is like a plan.
Yeah,
A scheme.
exactly.
This nigga didn't scheme at all. He just.
It just goes to show the lack of respect for the public that they
yeah,
have.
He's like, yeah.
You really think we're all dumbasses?
We are a little. We are. President's a whole ass.
We
pedophile.
allowed this to happen to us.
Listen, President's a pedophile. This nigga just said, no, I'm not. We have all the evidence that you're a pedophile. No. And then now he's just not a pedophile. So
Yeah.
I get this guy. He's like looking around, seeing the landscape. He's like, I get it.
Yeah.
But, you know, we paying attention to you. That's great. We looking at you. We let the big pedophile hoax slide or like scheme slide, but this one, nah.
When authorities question why Heskett, they keep spelling his name in two different ways. Sorry, that's why I keep pronouncing it differently. When authorities question why Heskett only mentioned the suspect wearing a glove after he was asked for a sample of DNA, he had no explanation. This guy really cannot think on his feet. I got nothing. An investigator asked if he had stabbed himself, and he denied doing so.
Did you do this?
No.
Just flat out, man. Did you do this shit yourself? No, man. What? Nah. Why would you ask me that? What?
Well, then why did you just now mention that he was wearing a glove?
Do you remember anything else about it? 'Cause they haven't given any description of this.
I looked it up. The description he gave was like a 6 foot tall white man.
Okay.
I was hoping for another dark skinned male just for continuity.
You know,
it would have
he
warmed
did-
my heart.
He did think that out. He's like, I can't say. I gotta be one of these goofy looking motherfuckers.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the middle of the Colorado
Come
State
on, bro.
Park. I
That
mean,
is
let's be real.
I gotta make
Let's
it
be
somebody
real.
he'll never find. White. He could be any of us.
A white liberal
With
guy.
glove.
He hated the police. That's always the funniest part. He hated the cops. He stabbed me because he hated the cops. An analysis of his phone records showed that he had made several searches online regarding how deep arteries are in the lower abdomen and abdominal anatomy. One search read, quote, $1 million for each time you get stabbed, according to the document. All right, if there's one lesson we can learn, extrapolate from covering these stories every week of these criminal cops, is that if you're gonna do a crime, don't Google your crime.
So it's like, do they not recognize? I don't know how they cop and then not recognize that they take other people's when they're when they're investigating other people.
Yes, when they're violating the privacy rights of the public.
What makes you think your privacy rights won't be violated? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah.
You use the tool and it gets used on you, motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what it's there for. Insane that you just. It's like you don't even go to a public library and type that shit on like some anonymous computer, not to give niggas advice.
Yeah.
But that's so that you use your phone. You're literal. That's the first thing they're going.
And the shit you're typing is beyond stupid. $1 million for each time you get stabbed. That's not how that shit works. You don't get this settlement is not per hole in your body.
Who is giving him this money? Why do you think
Yeah, exactly.
Why do you think you get money for being stabbed?
Exactly. We found his motive. You know, it's not the other guy. The other guy he shot himself in the leg over a girl. And this guy is trying to get paid, but it's like, bro, it's a little bit more of a, I'll use the term elaborate process than just each stab wound is $1 million. I mean, we would love to live in that world, but we don't.
I'm like, has a cop ever been paid for getting stabbed? That's
per stab wound?
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know, if I get stabbed 1,000 times, I'm a billionaire.
Yeah, cops shoot innocent people and they don't get that much money. They're like, they have to like divvy that out amongst like 20 people a year or some shit. But we should move on because we're a little behind on time, I think.
Yeah, but shout out, wish a speedy recovery to however the fuck you pronounce that guy's name.